I'm James Anderson. I'm a mortgage banker and construction lender with First Community Bank.
I'm Connor Moon. I'm loan partners with James Anderson, construction lender at First Community Bank.
One of the things that makes us unique is the experience that I have in the business. I've been through this both personally and professionally with a lot of customers and the builders. We've had a lot of problems, we've made a lot of mistakes, we've learned from those things. And so I try to give all my clients the knowledge and the understanding of the process. We also have a lot of other lenders in town that also trust us in that area. They'll send clients over to us if they're having a difficult situation. And so we're glad to share our expertise in that area. And we work with a lot of different builders. So we've been through the process many, many times, and we're just glad to share that with everyone.
Our clients typically want to know how much they should budget for cash to bring to the closing table. And so if you already own your own land, have some equity in it, we can use that equity for our loan program and potentially roll in closing costs so you're not actually bringing cash to the closing table. And then if you don't have your own land, we do have loan products. We have a land loan that's a 25 to 35% down payment that we can do as well to get that land into your name and start looking at getting your construction loan together.
Our loan product is actually very flexible, has a lot of customer options in it. We take a 30-year normal conventional loan and we add on the front of that the 12 months interest only period for the construction. As soon as the house is done, then we can convert that into the traditional 30-year conventional loan. It gives you some flexibility and some options where you don't have to put as much money down at the beginning. Maybe you have another house to sell or you've got some other money that's tied up somewhere else, and you can bring that in the end. And when that happens, then you can have your long-term payments be calculated on the lower loan amount, but you don't have to put as much money up front on the construction loan. So it gives you a lot of safety in the fact that you do have a permanent loan at the beginning. If something goes wrong in the process, you don't have to requalify, but you do have the flexibility to make changes once the house is done. One of the questions that we get often is the difference between a fixed price builder contract and a cost plus contract. Obviously, from a lender's perspective, we would much prefer the fixed price contract. That's actually to the benefit of the homeowner. Many builders will say, okay, I'm not going to take that risk and I'm going to charge you a percentage on top of whatever you spend. And that leaves it wide open for a lot of unknowns. But the fixed price builders, and there are some good ones that we work with, that give you the fixed price and their numbers are firm at the beginning, and that's much more to your advantage. If you have the cost overruns, these things happen in construction, but starting with a fixed price to begin with is definitely a strong competitive advantage.
Construction loans do typically have a higher credit score requirement than conventional, maybe purchase loans where the house is already built. And a big thing James and I do is work with people if they do not meet that credit score requirement to get them to a place that they can build their dream home.
One of the questions that we get asked a lot is, do I have to sell my current home first? And the answer is really, it depends on your financial situation. If you can qualify to stay in your current home while you're building the new home, we try to get that approved. That's obviously the best way to do it if you can. Even if the approval is just razor tight and we can get you approved, we'll do that. As long as we can get you closed on that, then when you sell the other house, you can bring that money to us at the end. And so we're used to trying to work through those very narrow margins to get the loan across the fence at the very beginning. But if you don't qualify to have both houses during the build, we want to let you know that. You may have to sell the other house, but at least you know you have a permanent loan at the end so that you're not worried about losing something in case something goes wrong during the process. First Community Bank is located right here in Greenville, South Carolina. We have 4 branches and we'd love to meet customers face-to-face whenever possible to go over the paperwork or to answer any questions that you may have.
James and I have 37 years of combined mortgage experience, and while we do specialize in construction lending, that's mainly what we do. We do have options if you want to buy a pre-existing home as well.
So we'd love to have a conversation. If we can offer any information or advice to help you move your project to the next step, we'd love to have that conversation. So give us a call.